Hello guys, how are you doing? It's Thea. Welcome back to the In the Garden of the Goddess Secret Member Space. And welcome to this giant box. The tarot gods have smiled on us once again. And I have a couple of decks that arrived that I want to get into, and I thought, hey, and as of course at the suggestion of a friend, that we get into them together. Because why not? Things are better with friends. You can't tell, but I'm opening the bottom. This box is massive. Anyway, there's two decks in here, so. Oh, and look, they sent a bag from the Great Canadian Superstore. I love that. This is such a Canada package. This came from within Canada, which is amazing. I love when I find places that ship from within. Oh. Another one. Great packing material. We have so many of these around. It's so funny. Ever since the government banned the use of plastic bags, whenever we got groceries, we had to buy in great quantity the reusable ones. So now we have a surplus of reusable bags, and I can like the fact that they're used as like packing for the package is absolutely hilarious. So, all right. I was like, as if you were here asking, who should we start with first, the tarot or the oracle? Like you're going to be able to answer me. Oh. But I think let's do the reason I placed the order. So we'll do the one that I intentionally was after first. So these are a pair of pretty cool decks that are technically art compilation decks. Let's go in all the way. One's an oracle, one's a tarot, and they're both using the art of REDON. I'll let you read that for a second. Heck, maybe I'll read it to you. It might put some context. It was a solitary child who sought out the shadows, bringing a wondrous world to life through art. He felt that black was the agent of the mind. I like that. In this carefully selected deck inspired by the noirs of REDON, so a bunch of his works were in this classification of the noirs because they were black and white. I think they're charcoal. We take a deep dive into the subconscious realms many of us choose to ignore or suppress, with added gold details offering optimism and light. We hope that the Oracle Door becomes a companion on your journey. Tora Matthews and Melissa Witherspoon. So, ooh, black is the most essential of all colors. I like that. I love black. I've always had a penchant propensity for the color black. Hang on. Let me get my scissors. So anyway, this oracle, which also looks like it's just going to be a really useful, like, practical oracle on the whole, from what I can tell. So we'll see. We'll get to experience that together. But I'm hoping it gives me, like, super oracle vibes a little bit. Maybe a little less Jungian, but, like, that kind of, especially the color palette and just the vibe of the keywords and all that. So anyway, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited. Ooh, okay. Lovely matte box. Great presentation. One of these. It's like on the fancier side for oracles. Most of mine tend to be in tuck boxes. Ooh, that's so cool. This is just, it's right up my alley. I remember when this was a Kickstarter first, I believe. Also, they're indie decks. You can't see anything. It's too dark. Come on, light. This might be, I might have to turn the light on. My white balance might not enjoy this, but, I have feeling only for shadows. I have a specific use for these, I think, going forward. I have some decks that I want to mix up. Like, I feel like this is, you guys know how much I love black and white decks. I don't need to explain in any great detail that's just should be a common fact at this point. But I feel like not only is this within my wheelhouse, but I've got a specific purpose in mind for it that we might explore later. So anyway, nice. Oh, I'm so excited. So maybe we'll leave that up there so you can kind of see. These are the backs. And this is the book. REDON. The little gold book as opposed to the little white book. And door is French for gold, if anyone's curious. From 2022. So it's actually not that old. It was only a couple of years ago. Yeah, the French word for gold. And the initials of REDON. Oh, okay. So, REDON. So it's got a double meaning. We love that. It is a Jungian shadow work deck. We can't escape. We cannot escape the Jungian. But you know what? We'll see. We'll see how we feel about it. But I think it'll be useful. Like beyond the limitations of Jungian archetypes and like collective unconscious, subconscious kind of perspectives and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's dark flavored in theme, but it is balanced with light. So anyway, we'll see. I will be the judge of that. Charcoal, graphite, ink, pastel to create the noirs. All blacks are not all the same. Carefully selected as materials and even snuck in some touches of color pastel. Just want to see if there's anything really that jumps out at me that I feel the need to share. Oh, there's a full-size, full-color companion book. An invaluable tool for working with this deck. I thought about getting the giant, it's like a big old hardcover book. I thought about getting it, but I really feel like this is the kind of thing that is going to be intuitive, that is going to, like, this little book will be more than enough. If we're just really into ODILON REDON and you're just like, you know, for the collection and like fan purposes of it, the book might be useful, but I really think it's almost better without it, just by from what I can tell, the type of the keywords. But again, just my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a little spread. And then we get into card meanings. And is that it? Yeah, okay. So that's the book, which we will look at again once we have a boo at the cards and maybe pull one. We'll see. Okay. I'm taking too long. Sorry. I want to savor it. Oh, well, good question. Am I going to edge these in black or not? That is, because, like, look, wouldn't that be better black, maybe? I don't know. Thoughts. Let me know down below. Would you edge them in black? I don't know if you can tell they're matte, front and back, but they've got this, you know, gold embossing on it that catches the light really beautifully on the backs as well as the front. So it's a really beautiful production quality, and it's rose petally as well, but the cards are flexible enough that I think it'll be usable. But let's have a look. Have a look at the card. It might be a little bit difficult in this light to see the words. I'll read them to you, but they're in that gold foil. They're easy enough to see in real life. You just got to catch the light with them. So, like, there. Adaptation. Aimlessness. Like, I feel like I'll want to bring this Oracle deck into into so many readings. Becoming. Black smoke. As like a warning. We'll see what the book says, but the bridge, connection of some sort over something. There's a Chiron card. Personal wounding and greatest area of healing. The cloud. That one's interesting, the way that they've chosen to put the gold on that. I don't love that. It just looks like there's like a flock of birds in the sky or something, but it's okay. But yeah, you can pull in your like Lenormand cloud interpretations, or just generally that they obscure. Conquest. Constellations. Constriction. Anything with a snake. Yeah, so like I think just from the keywords alone in the images, like it's not, I wouldn't say it screams Jungian. I think that's just an easy way to classify it. The book may dive more into that as well. We'll see. There's the deep. I think it's beautiful though. Like I really love the art. It's moody and it's, I don't know, it's tasty. And I think this will work really well with the Frank Pinter Tarot also as a clarifying oracle. I feel like it'll go with a lot of things, but I've got like lots of ideas about how I want to use it. Yeah, here's Doubt. The dog. Interesting. Oh, I thought of lots of things for this one. Not just like in a companion or animal familiar kind of sense, but in that like what the dog saw kind of situation, and how you know, something is such a staple to an environment that you like what the dog saw as a statement of seeing truth, being so invisible that people around you act their true selves because they trust you enough to, you know, like you have the ability to see truth because you can't speak it, you know? Anyway, very interesting. Cool there. Got duality. Love a duality card. Eclipse. Hard to see, but yeah. I like the shape of the eye for that. Beautiful. Very cool. Ephemerality. Like, I'm not... The keyword choices, they're good keywords. Like, does this image really scream ephemerality to me? No, but it's a good keyword and I'm willing to work with the image, so that's kind of where I stand on that one. Expansion, I love the eye of the balloon. I really do. Up and away. So cool. Fantasy, we've got a sphinx. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. Is that like a face in this darkness? But the vision is cutting through. It's speaking to me. It's saying things. Felineness? I think. Is that how one says that? I didn't know that was a word. Futility. Always good to have a futility card. The heart. Look! He's like reaching in, looking for something. Is it in there? Give it a squeeze. Introspection. Lenore. This one, other than immediately thinking about, this is the Edgar Allan Poe. I'll need to look at the guidebook for that one. But liminality is good. I like that card too. Something about like liminal photos. I feel like that's what my Pinterest board is just entirely filled with, like empty spaces, but that have energy within them still. That kind of an in-between space that perhaps there was once a happening or is going to be a happening, but in the moment there is nothing, so it's like buzzing with emptiness. Love that. And a noir card. Noir being French for black. And noir also, I'll see if I'm making more work for myself here, but I'll pop the official definition of it in the context of like a film noir, like what the noir means in that case, because that's another slightly different variation of it. Like a dark story, kind of a mystery. Yanis. Very cool. Obsession. She's kind of got strings tied everywhere and she's being perceived. Oh my goodness. The Old Knight. Ooh. Oh, I like this one. This one really brings to mind the concepts of exhausting your usefulness in the task that you've been set out to do. Like you're still a knight. You've got like accolades behind you. You've been through so much, but you've kind of reached the point of uselessness. So your identity, right, of knight in this case, is being challenged by, you know, your physical journey through time. So do you cling on to this identity of knight, or do you detach from it and move forward? Interesting. Oh, okay. That'll be a good one. Ophelia. Tragic dead girl, basically. Like the most important thing she ever did was like the most, not important, but like impactful thing she ever did was die, right? And it's kind of like feminine angst. It's the, you know, being trapped in maidenhood and loving too much, you know, when loving is all you can do, but you love too much and it kills you. Like, oh my gosh. Deep. ODILON, REDON. Probably there. Our version of gold. Origins. I like that one. That's cool too. Kind of the coming in and animating. It's very Prometheus, this card. Ooh. Orpheus, speaking of the Greeks. His music and his journey below. Passage. Like the Aid of the Lemniscate there too. Lots to think about. Persona, always good to have a persona card. So this one's a bit more Jungian as well, like the mask that you are, version of yourself. it's you, but it's also not you. Like, it's that paradox, right? It's a version of you, but is it you? And everybody, this is another thing I think about all the time, is that everybody who you've ever met has a different version of you living in their brain. But it isn't your responsibility to tend that version. It's under their control. So you are, like, when I think of parallel dimensions, I think more of the parallel lives you lead in the minds and experiences of all the people you know, right? Like, it's never going to be exactly what you experience. You're the only one that gets that. But there are versions of you that exist in every person or everything you've ever met and encountered, right? So that's kind of my personal version of the parallel universe. Like, there are so many yous, and they're all different. And they're all living different lives in different minds. So, anyway, I could talk about Persona for ages. Perspective as well is a great card to have. Quasimodo. Oh, I'm curious about the guidebook on this one. What slant it's taking with it. I'm not gonna unpack it right here, but I have thoughts. The Queen of Sheba. Radiance. The spider. I hate spiders, but this one's cute. It looks like a little soot sprite. We love soot sprites. The teeth. I love a teeth card. Can you see? Oh, that's cool. And it's like on a shelf with books, and there's light around it. Ah, teeth, man. Anybody have nightmares about their teeth? Like, all falling out, or like doing weird things, or like getting too big in your mouth or something? Happens to me all the time. Tenderness. Pegasus energy there as well. The trees. So much to say. So little time. Turmoil. The Veil. Love a Veil card. Yeah, I think this Oracle deck's gonna be really useful. Like, I feel like I'm going to use it a lot. Vision. Like, for really, like, deep and spiritual readings, for sure. The Wheel. And look. It's a that wheel. You know? And that could be our little buddy, Ezekiel, being like, what the heck? What are you? You know. Wildness. Love that guy. And last but not least, willfulness. So that's really cool. I like this a lot. And I am surprised it took me this long to get. I was gonna back the Kickstarter, to be quite honest, but it didn't line up. So let's give it a shuffle. I feel like it's gonna be okay to shuffle. I'm worried about how the gilding on the front and the back, like little gold foily bits, are gonna hold up, but oops. That was my fault. I feel like it'll shuffle fine. It smells good. So sorry. Let me sniff again. It's that papery Blue Angel smell, but with like, there's like a perfuminess of it that kind of, it reminds me of something else. Like when the glossy version of Dreams of Gaia was new. Mixed with the paperiness of regular Llewellyn. Oracle decks. That's what it smells like, if you're curious. Oops. Just like one card to read from the guidebook for us today, I think. I like this. I feel like, yeah, this is gonna go on the shelf next to Supra. They're very similar. They're completely different, but they're very similar. You know? Okay, what do we got? A card for us, for everybody, not just me. What do we need to know today? I mean, remember the one card where I'm like, I need to read the guidebook. It hurt me. So we've got the Quasimodo card. So we're gonna have a look and see how this deck tackles this particular energy. I'm curious. Okay, it says social interaction, social conscience, interdependency, responsibility to others, judgment, making a moral choice, inner beauty. And then there is a shadow meaning on each of these. So I guess if you wanted, you could mix reversals in, but the backs aren't really conducive to that. But it would be a predicament, disadvantage, social inequality, ostracism, or turning a blind eye, if this was in shadow. When this card arrives in a reading, we are compelled to think about ourselves in relation to others in a society at large. How do our lives intertwine, and what influence do our actions have on others? Do we act with love and compassion, or with indifference? How far do we believe our actions make a difference? A vote, a donation, a signature on a petition, an unkind word, a refusal to give back or see others in distress? What would happen if we took full responsibility for all our actions, our interactions or inactions? That's very interesting. And there's questions to be asked about what full responsibility for others' actions actually is in this. It's easy to say, see a problem, do something about it, but at the same time, we have limited capacity, and our own well-being is to be considered as well. So it's very curious. This one offers me more questions than it does answers, but I guess a good card will in fact do that. But I think it's when you see something that's not good, it is prompting the question to you what it is that you're going to choose. How are you going to act? How are you going to respond to it? Is what this question poses. It's not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. It poses you a question and, holds a mirror up to your face and says, okay, this is happening. What would you do? So curious. Very curious in a card work kind of way. So, okay, that's the Oracle Door, one of the 2 decks that showed up today. Gorgeous production. I think I really like the content as well. I forget year-wise. It doesn't say when ODILON REDON was painting these, did it? I don't think it says when. I'll have to look it up and let you know. Oh, there's a meditation in the front to bring in the light. Yeah, I'll have to look up when he painted these because I would like to know the timeline of their creation, just because I'm a weirdo. But anywho, that is one. That is the first of 2 decks for today. Next one is same creators, obviously, came in the same box. This is, you'll probably be familiar with this one. This is the Lonely Dreamer Tarot, and this was mass market for a while. And it's been around. A lot of you probably have this already. It's also artwork by ODILON REDON, and it's more of the kind of lighter, brighter, more colorful works. Let's get the box open. This is the final version, though. This is the last time they're printing, so I saw. So I'd been half thinking about getting this deck for a long time, but I never did. And then now apparently this is the final printing, final edition. So I thought, well, the FOMO got me, guys. And I was already ordering this, so I'm like, well, I'm here, I may as well. And then when I found out that she ships from literally not that far away, they were put in the post yesterday and they got to me today. Is this what it feels like, you guys in the States, when things arrive quickly? It was a wonderful treat. Didn't have to come from America, it just kind of came from 2 hours away from me. It's crazy. But, okay, The Lonely Dreamer Tarot. M. Witherspoon, and insights by Dr. Esther Frankel Tishman. This is Esther at Mindful Tarot. If any of you watch them, they have a YouTube channel. And I think they also have a copy of the Hellenic Oracle, which makes me kind of happy and ties this into a lovely little bow. But yeah, some insights in the guidebook are from her, so she's pretty clever. What do we got here? I have placed there a little door opening onto the mysterious. How fun. A vibrant inner world grew from ODILON REDON's solitary childhood. Transcribed into vibrant works of art, REDON's dreams and visions once more bring us into the world of the Lonely Dreamer. With contributions by Mindful Tarot, yep, this deck and its guidebook are positioned to serve as my mirror, oracle, and talisman to help you navigate uncertainty through embracing the present moment. And this indie version is a lovely, lovely production quality. Ooh, what's this? Are these stickers? I didn't know there were stickers, guys. Sorry, you just got... Oh, there's 2 pages. Oh, okay. This makes me so happy. I'm such a child, but I'm in the middle of my sticker moment right now. I'm obsessed. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see. Very cool. It's a moon. Oh, I love these. I don't know where to put them. I'm gonna save them forever. These are beautiful. Oh, and I meant to say on the other one, the name of it's Lonely Raven Tarot is the Etsy shop. I'll link everything down below if you're curious, just so you can find it. But anyway, stickers. Yeah, here we go. 3rd edition guidebook. A Mindful Approach to Tarot. A little intro by Melissa. And there's Esther right there. Really smart. She does some pretty cool stuff with tarot. There's the Drop 'em 78. I think a lot of you guys did that, right? And then we get into card meetings and then some extra insights. I like that. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah. And then there's some bonus cards. Sweet. Nice. Amazing. Oh, okay. Okay, let's get her out of this box. Another gorgeous, I'll probably end up keeping it in there. Will I, or will I put it in a bag? I don't know. But yeah, okay, box. Because I usually, like, I don't like storing things in big boxes. And doesn't this just scream? It's like looking for a nice bag. Or like a really cool hand-sewn something rather, you know? Okay. Linen finish. Amazing. Slippery, slidey, wonderful. Backs look like rugs. 10 out of 10. Yep. And these were the first edition backs as well. The backs in the mass market one are a bit different, I think. Anyway, doesn't it just go? Oh, I love the look of this. And I think this is going to be a really fun, just like, not super tarot-y tarot, but just like gently tarot-y tarot, because it is kind of a mix of the art of his. I think it's been manipulated to be more of like a tarot though. So let's just go in. Let's hold on. I'm sorry, I'm all excited and like just a big goof today. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Look at those. Those are nasturtiums all over it. Love nasturtiums. You can eat them, the flowers. They're very peppery. They go lovely in a salad. And the leaves look like lily pads. I planted a whole bunch of them already, like in seeds in the garden. Perfect card for the Ace of Pentacles because they really just go everywhere. Abundance in great quantities. The beginning of something materializing in a fun way. Two of Pentacles. Gorgeous. I feel as well, I'm going to say this right off the bat, there's one of the noirs as well. Some of the because it's kind of retrofit art, some of the images are probably going to be a bit of a stretch to the tarot. And I'm curious to see how well they align. So far, not bad. And they're kind of letting me think interesting things. But I do have a feeling that I am going to like the Oracle more. But at the same time, this might be fun. This might be really good. Please, if you've got this, let me know what your thoughts are down below. I really want to know how you think and if you've used it and if it's something that you get on with really well. Like that's very Five of Pentacles. Gorgeous. The 6. Yeah, that works. The 7 also works. 8. Ooh. I have not, I held back from watching a walkthrough. It's been ages since, like, I've seen it, this deck in passing, you know, when, like, you know, people love it, and then you hear about it, and then you see the box, and you see the backs, and you've got an idea of what the deck is, but you haven't actually seen a full through in a while, so you kind of forget what the cards are. I think it's beautiful. I feel like it'll go really well with the Noisy Museum, too, if I wanted to pair them together. Or maybe they'd be too samey. I don't know. 10 of Pentacles. That's alright. Oh, there's the 10th. I'm like, there's 7, 8, 9. Where's the 10th? That's right there. So yeah, they have been manipulated a bit, but I don't mind it. I like, the colors are nice. It's kind of a more colorful deck for me, but they're muted just enough. They're not offensive to me. But like, you know when things are just so bright, it's just like, it's abrasive. It's intense, it's stimulating, and it's almost like a siren going off in shocking color. This is like toned down a little bit, and it's nice. Page of Pentacles. If that's a boat, I love it. Is it a boat or a doorway? I don't know. I have questions. I do kind of like it. There's the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen. It's just pretty. I'm feeling very similarly like I do to the Revival Art Tarot as well. Like it's useful, but it's really relying on my internal meanings as opposed to prompting new ones or different directions of the cards, if that makes any sense. Ooh, The Ace of Wands. Interesting. You didn't want to make that the 3. Okay. It's fine. 2. There's the 3. It's a little sullen for the 3. 4. Ooh. Interesting. See, now I'm interested to see what Esther's insights are going to be as well, because there's quite a few on some of these. Yeah, like it says here, why is this card in the suit of wands? And then she goes on to explain. So this is what the 4 of fire looks like. All 4s denote stability of power. All that is square and solid in the land of fire. The encounter of this stability brings us home. After we've gone through the portal of the 3, we've committed ourselves to and have embraced the encounter with the world. This card gives us a sense of belonging. We have made our way in the world. We have made our way home. And then she goes into a bit of more detail too. So okay, so it's like the boat is coming home, but interesting. So it's like I'm reading about it. It does seem like it's really stretching the images, but when it comes to compiled art decks, you really got to work with what you've got. So not always every card is gonna go. That's a pretty good 5. A 6 isn't bad either. 7. Not as good as the 7 from the Fairing Pinter, but I do like it. I can't get over that deck. I've been using it like every day. It's I've pulled the Emperor from the Fairing Pinter Tarot 2 days in a row now. I hate that when you've got a new deck and you keep pulling the same card. It happens to me all the time. It's like, no, you can't have new ones yet. Deal with this card right now, woman. So right now we're sitting with Emperor energy and feeling my way around it. 8 of Wands. Lots of horses in this one. 9 of Wands. Bit of a Saint Sebastian situation there. 10 of Wands. Cute. The noirs are my favorite still. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for the black and white ones. What can I say? Page of Wands. Hold on. It was the Page of Pentacles over here. That's why I was like, it's with the boat. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. I just assumed Wands because Wands are always first. Anyway, sorry. Did I? I'm sure I said Pentacles. I don't know. My brain's a mess. I need to put more coffee in my body. That's what I need. See this? Hold on. She says, there's a ton of people on horses. So that's the Knight of Pentacles. That's the Knight of Wands. They're different. But there was another one that was, I feel like, exactly like that. Energy-wise. Like, that's not that different. 5 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. There's a lot of, the 8 of Wands. The Wands are just, you're on a horse and you're rearing up on a horse. Is that the energy of the Wands? I guess so. Queen of Wands does have her cat though. That's a nice bonus. It's beautiful. It's well. I love the feeling of it. Everything is right. I'll need to sit with the art a bit and like figure out my way to like mesh it with the meanings. King of Wands. That's all right. He's so chill. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I'm always so afraid of putting walkthroughs on the main channel because like this is a perfectly good deck and it's like I'm so happy. It's so beautiful. I'm glad I have it, but like in going through it and experiencing it for the first time and like cross-referencing my own personal tarot meanings with the images on the cards and like basically the walkthroughs are like an integration process for me where it's like, okay, taking this, putting it into the little cup in my heart where the meaning for the Ace of Cups lies and like fitting it into what's already there or using it to like as a key to kind of unlock a new layer of meaning. But when they don't jive, when it like there's like a rejection of that image from my internal like idea of what that card means, it becomes kind of tricky, you know? It's like this one's on the Ace of Cups. It's pretty good with a little bird. It's got a little worm. This little bean-shaped fetusy guy. I don't know what that is. A seed maybe. Very interesting. That one works. I'm okay with that one. 2 of Cups is okay too. But like some of them when there's just enough where they cross the line and like my internal meaning of that card kind of rejects that offering of that particular interpretation of it. it becomes tricky, and then I'm like trying to work it out, and then it sounds like I don't like the deck, but it's not that I don't like it. I'm just like kind of questioning what that card means to me in my understanding of tarot. Three of Cups. Four. Oh, see, I like that 4. That 4 takes it in a nice new direction. Adds a little extra detailed layer of perception when it comes to coming up in a reading as well. Adds some little extra insights that you can use to read off of. I like that. 5 is good. 6 is nice. 7 is good. 8, pretty straightforward, but good. 9, Man with Cups. I like his little lute though. That's a nice touch. This, like, the satisfaction of the 9 of Cups leads to creativity, leads one to pour out the creative experience, in this case through music. So you can tell, like, you just know that the song he's playing is beautiful and sweet and harmonious and not, you know, not full of contention or darkness or grief or anything. It's just like, it's like a nice song that he's playing on his lute. Or bouzouki. Or oud. Or whatever that particular string instrument is. I'm really not good. There's so many names for them. I don't know most of them. 10 of Cups. Page of Cups. I like the seashell instead of the fish. I like that a lot. And like, that's the kind of thing that no one may have done intentionally ever to paint for a Page of Cups, but in retrofitting for art, it comes up in its eyes. That's why I really like the retrofit art decks, because you get new perspectives that really work. But then other times there's ones that don't. It's really hit and miss. This is like high stakes tarot, guys. But I really like that for the Page of Cups. Knight of Cups as well. We got the music aspect of Cups is coming through again in this card. So music being a transmission of feeling and emotion. Spiritual experience. Queen of Cups, beautiful. Love her. King of Cups, okay. A little bit. It's a bit softer than I would expect, but that's okay. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Yeah, these are all aligned pretty good. 4 of Swords. The 5. I mean, yeah. 6. These are all on the nose. The 7, again, with this wing energy, you can take it in new places. Entirely. Is he landing or is he taking off? Questions. 8 of Swords. The 9. I do like that 9. Again, the noirs make me happy. There's not too many overlap between actually the noirs in this and this one. I like that. That was really well done. So far as I remember, unless you guys are seeing some that I've immediately forgotten. Entirely possible. I like that Page of Swords too. Knight of Swords. Okay. Queen of Swords. I love the, like, what is it, Lady Godiva, Naked Woman on Horse kind of energy of this one, mixed with a bit of Boudica, you know, like warrior woman on horse. So good. Even though, again, I feel like after I want to pick out all of the rearing horse images in this deck. Seemed to be a theme that he, like a motif he liked to paint a lot. King of Swords here. Interesting. Oh, and here we get the majors. Oh, maybe that's also why it feels weird, is because all the minors were first, and then you get into the majors. So the Fool. I mean, yes. Wait a second. Madame? It's just in the wrong order. Oh, I panicked. The Magician is here. Oh, how I would be if there was no Magician card. Very sad. High Priestess with her veil is cute. Like it. The Empress in a shell. Very Venus, right? Perfect. The Emperor. Interesting. You know how he's usually holding the sphere? And in this case, this huge bit is the sphere, and within it there's like a little picture of like a comfortable, well-tended, like looked after home. Very cute. Let's see, that one speaks to me. Hierophant. Supplicants. It's just like an egg shape almost. The Narkees. The Lovers. I like that. That's kind of, it's giving me Orpheus and Eurydice vibes a little bit, like they're just emerging from the underworld and he's got her hand and they're walking and he hasn't quite turned back yet. Which is a sad time. Chariot, again, rearing horses, but we do have a chariot, so I'll take it. And they're two different colors. That's good, but it's also, there's something about that rearing horse energy that which is funny because when you think of like horses, they move, when they rear, they've stopped and are in a state of defense. Something has upset them, something set them off, so they've stopped and they're now defending themselves. So like it's a weird energy for all of the horse cards to have, because like the knights, they should be moving, everything else should be going, and it's like the rearing is a moment of stop or control of the rider, I guess, as well. Something to think of. Okay, strength. There's the hermit, little guy, so cute. Inner light. I'll take it. Ooh, mysterious, dark, shrouded, bearded fellow for the wheel. Could be Zeus. I'll take it. In control of the way the wheel turns. Justice. There's an aspect of silence here, which is really interesting too. Hanged Man. Ooh. That one gives me thoughts as well. Death. The little, oh, okay, I like, took me a second to kind of sit with it, but yes, there's a path, there's the little figure here, and like the little sparkles of life force, soul, spirit are, you know, making their way on, and you can almost see the little trails in the sky of all of the other lights elsewhere that are, you know, coagulating together in the above. I'll take it. Temperance. I want to read about that one. The devil. So we got the two. There's some chains, and then I guess the devil in this case is the snake. We love snakes. So, a nice friendly devil card. Temptation. Questioning. Spiritual authority. There's the tower. That's an interesting one too. Yeah, again, I want to read on that one. This is one I think I've seen around a lot. This is one of the images that when I think the Lonely Dreamer Tarot, this is what I think. Was this the cover of the box in the mass market maybe? I don't know. It's nice though. Very sweet. And that's a great one. Okay, so here's the dog from the Oracle door. So that's been taken from that one. And was that in there too? I'm not sure. Don't think so. Is also good though. We got two dogs and a moon. Perfect. All I want. This is like the most gentle sun card ever also. Judgment. A really gentle judgment card too. Soft and sweet. Poses you a question. There's the world. She's pretty beautiful. Does the trick. Oh, and here's our bonus oracle cards. Okay, so we've got revealing. Blossom in the spring. I'll take it. That works. Searching. A winged head wandering its way through the world. Looking up. Embarking. Boat. Awakening. Confinement. And memory. Some mnemosyne. Beautiful. I like those as extras. Am I going to leave them in? Oh, I have to decide that now, don't I? Oh, I guess we will. I can always take them out later. All right, let's... Oh, have we got time? I mean, why not? Why not? Let's just do it all. I'll give this a shuffle, and we'll pull the regular interview with this one, because I do like to have a full 3-card energy spread. Feels absolutely lovely. This one it feels good in my hands. This is perfect. This is what I want. This beautiful swish swish of linen cardstock of a substantial weight. Ideal flexibility. Yeah, it's nice. Alrighty. I'll give it another little riffle. I feel like it's been ages since I've had like a normal sized and like thin tarot deck. It's been a while. This feels good. It's about the same size and thickness as the Hellenic. Yeah. Its corners aren't quite as round is the only difference. And it feels like the core in this is a little thicker even than this one. Like it's a more substantial, weighty cardstock, but is just as flexible, which is nice. So yeah, no, I love it. Okay. Let's ask. Lonely Dreamer, who are you? Ooh, okay. You're the devil. How fun. Who am I? Oh, Lonely Dreamer. I'll take that one. This one is me. Oh, I got one of the Oracle cards at the end. Awakening. I like snoozing. Here's how we'll work together. Page of Cups. A sweet, sweet Page of Cups with a seashell. Interesting. So yeah, very much listening to the deep happenings of the heart. So an emotional deck, which makes sense. They're very like fluidity. I don't know if they're oils or if they're watercolors or what medium it was used, but they feel very fluid. They feel very watery, which to me tends to tap into the emotional, more like intuitive space. So I'm gonna have a quick, I don't want to read too much because there is quite a lot in the guidebook. This video is gonna be long enough, but I do want to see what we have to say about the devil. Okay, so that's a black sun. Very cool. And bound him 1,000 years. Black sun, or sol negredo, is known in the Jungian psychology as the stage in which a person begins to gaze inward to access their subconscious. Darkness is frowned upon in Western society, but the shadow depicted by the black sun holds deep importance in understanding ourselves. Included here is a transparent snake, our snaky friend, held by chains and wrapped around the figures in red cloaks. Is the snake an illusion? Who are the people depicted? Are they actually aspects of ourselves we are trying to integrate? Do the red robes indicate integration of conscious and subconscious are being achieved, rubido, and giving rise to a new personality, or is this a false belief? The devil is usually a sign that something needs to be released, like a behavior pattern or an addictive behavior. It is often a sign that the seeker is giving away their power to someone or something else, and then blaming that person or entity or habit for their own suffering or lack of forward momentum. Addiction, rut, focus on more primal needs, and the shadow self. Yes, archetype can teach us to recognize our supposed enslavement as a mere pattern and repetition. To free us, we need only recognize what we ourselves are so fiercely grasping. All right, so yeah, like this card, it's the usual, like addictions change, your shadows, the things that are, causing trouble in your life. But I always kind of like to think of the devil in a more cheeky and friendly kind of way. Like you come across the devil in the middle of the major arcana for a reason, and it is a turning point, and it is, it's for your benefit. It's not supposed to hold you back. It's supposed to liberate you. It's supposed to kind of, you see the realization and the reality of the situation, and how the chains themselves aren't really chains at all, So what I'm gathering, especially as this card coming out for like the persona of the deck itself, is kind of what specifically this deck will be good at is illuminating things in the darkness. So this will shine light on the darker aspects. Our awakened brilliance, in fact, depends on this black sun. So this black sun is going to shine its light darkness, or this dark lightness, in the places, and be that devil energy. The devil's advocate. The reason the devil's advocate is there is in order for you to to challenge them and solidify your belief in your own ideas by offering them up as a challenge to opposing ones. So anyway, could be fun. Interesting little take there from the book. Me as Awakening. Let's have a look. I'm curious what the additional cards' meanings are a bit more concise. For Awakening, we have Aurora. Awakening gives us Aurora as she rides across the sky. This is a card about stepping out into one's power and self-love, and in particular finding ways to love and honor our bodies. It is about exploring and embracing our sexuality and gender identity. We don't need to fit into a distinct category, choose or be this or that. We can be both things, carry a label to be worthy and whole. Okay. I think, especially with this card, it can mean a lot of things, but I think I do appreciate the physical perspective that the guidebook takes on one's realization of one's material self and how it fits into the collective society around it, and how, right now, actually this makes sense for me right now specifically because I'm doing a lot of internal personal work with labels and which ones I choose to associate with myself and which ones I do not, and how much the I means to me in my life, and that sort of thing. So that'll be curious and interesting, but it's very interesting. I am none of the tarot cards. I am my bonus one. I'm outside of the context of tarot. Okay, Page of Cups. Cups first. No, Pentacles, Wands, Queen of Cups. Oh, it's always weird when they put the order funny. Can I just have Wands, Cups, Swords, Pentacles? Is it that hard? Major Arcana first? Where are the cups? Page. Okay, we got there. Page of Cups. So, as we recall, my thoughts about the listening to that inner voice, the inner voice being like the insides of that seashell, being curious about the noise coming from within. And what it has to say more so than where it comes from, The child gazes into a vessel containing a collection of treasures, captivated by the magnificent conch. Ooh, anybody else read Lord of the Flies? And the conch being a symbol of power and who can, be in control and speak and that sort of thing. Anyway, that was a while ago I read that one. It just came to my mind. An artistic venture or even a new relationship or a birth, be prepared for a surprise. A sweet surprise. That last bit was me. This card is all about what it means to be authentic. It is often associated with artistic pursuits or careers in creative fields. When reversed, it can indicate a creative block or someone has been inauthentic. Personification of the element of water. It's the earth or water. Yes. Yeah, so it's our emotions on earth. And how we use those as, in this case, a guide, I think, for sure. So that lands pretty nicely for me as well. So that's how we're going to work together. So it's going to be a deck that will help me listen specifically to the voices coming from within as opposed to questioning where they came from. Just listening to them, accepting them, taking them with that youthful naivete and moving forward instead of having to break it down like a knight or any of the swords cards would want to break down that information, figure out what's going on, why it's coming out, like where did it come from, like breaking it down into its tiny pieces, figuring out its source. Whereas the Page of Cups just says, why are you doing that? I'm just going to listen to what it says and do that. Like take that message and run with it and have a great time. So I like that. I like that for this one. So what a fun little reading. Okay. Whew, guys. Okay, so that's The Lonely Dreamer Tarot. By Mindful Tarot. The book, and Melissa Weatherspoon was the I imagine compiled the art. So I think it's good, and I had lots of things to say about it. Very curious. And as I said, if you have worked with this in any of its iterations, please let me know. I'm very curious. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you have it and it's pretty, or is it really deep and gives really great readings? I'm really curious to know. So this one is a fun one to shuffle. But anyway, okay. And it came with stickers. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. There we have it. Oracle Door and The Lonely Dreamer Tarot. Which, I guess... Oh, should I put them together? Of course I should. We're here. Let's play. Spending way too much time thinking about this, but... Like, they're gonna look good together. Five of Pentacles, Doubt, and the Seven of Cups. Five of Wands, the Teeth, and the Knight of Swords. Ooh, that one's bitey. There's a lot of bitey energy in all those cards. But yeah, no, I think this will be good. And I think this will match a lot of things. I think I've got quite a few oracles. Maybe I'll do a pairing video down the line. So many ideas. I should write them down. Tenderness, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. But like, art style wise, they're obviously going to go together because they're by the same artist. Even though this one's matte, these are linen. It works. It's fine. It's great. Page of Swords, Duality, and the Magician. Two of Wands, Turmoil, and the Seven of Pentacles. Like they say stuff. Still need to know what Lenore means. We'll look up her later. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 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 King of Cups. Gold. The Five of Swords. Yeah. Well, this will do great. Strength, the Dog, and the Page of Pentacles. One more. Oh, the Lovers, Aimlessness, and the Three of Cups. Ooh, see, that's spicy too. So yeah, this will be good. I like them. Of course I like them. It was a very calculated and meticulous purchase, but anywho, that is Oracle Door and the Lonely Dreamer Tarot by ODILON REDON for the art, Melissa Witherspoon for composition, I guess we could say, and then Esther for Mindful Tarot did the guidebook on this one, so really cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed this long and rambly, silly video. Okay, and I will see all you fine people in my next one. Bye!